All right, first and foremost, I'm going to start by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kohon Lo Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors, Apostle Elders, Great Millstone, rule and teach well. Peace, salutations to all you occupying the four corners of the earth. Hey, I'm Yay Quad from YSO, Yahweh Shah, Sanctified Ones. Coming with a video, right? The beginning of birth pains, because right now that's where we at. We are in the beginning of the birth pains. You know, is shit is heating up, shit is getting hot and hectic. The wars was popping, right? Russia dealing with their shit. I think they tried to invade Russia. They had militants try to come in Russia and invade certain parts of it. As far as Ukraine war go with the Israelis, the Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah, right? So all these different factions is at war. The Syrians, everybody's America, everybody's at, the earth is in an uproar. It's in a clusterfuck. So I didn't really want to get them, but Second Ezra's 15th chapter, Second Ezra's 16th chapter is heavy, right? Second Ezra's 9th chapter is heavy. All these things is coming to play right now. But I just really want to touch on, and then Ecuador. Shit is popping off in Ecuador. I mean, it's kind of, they said simmer down a bit, but it's still shit popping off. Oh, you got Hades, right? The Haitians is nothing to fuck up, right? They're fighting back against Esau, really, because if you know, Esau has went in and basically has destroyed Hades, but they set up puppet governments, right? They set these puppet governments up so they can steal and extract, the minerals from a country. Anything that has to do with economic, oil, gold, anything that can enrich America, right? They go in and they fucking steal it, and that's what they've been doing in Hades. They've just been stripping it of its economics, of its goods, right? Whether it's oil, gold, cotton, whatever the hell they getting out of it, right? They whatever Esau can strip from Hades, you better believe they doing it, right? But now let me go ahead and go to the scriptures. This I want to go here. This is Luke 21. All right, this is Luke 21, chapter 21. This is Luke 21. I'm going to start at 9. All right, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. So the end is not imminent. It's not happening. This is not, the missiles not hitting. The end is the missiles, right? When the nuclear weapon is hitting. That hasn't happened yet. Why? Because we're in the beginning of the birth pains. We're in the beginning of the end, right? So this is where the shit's starting to get popping. And it starts everywhere else. It's starting everywhere else before it hits home into Babylon, right? So it's just cracking off on all other. The chaos is starting everywhere else. You go through what the French just went through with the farmers. There was laying manure all over the fucking roads and shit, covering up banks and all kind of. They're shutting down France. They're shutting down different parts with different farm equipment. They was take manure and sit all in front of bank doors and all kind of shit, right? So this is the beginning of the birth pain. So when a woman goes into birth, she starts having contractions. So we're in the first stages of the contractions, right? She's 1 centimeter, right? So when a woman starts having contractions, the contractions, as deeper we get into the child coming, and the child coming is the end time, right? Is the end of this kingdom. The closer we get to it, the closer the contractions become, the more harder the more painful it is, right? The worse it gets for the woman. Well, that's the same thing for Babylon, right? The worse it gets for the whore, right? The you know, the closer and closer we get, the closer the contractions get. Now the contractions probably 20 minutes apart, 30 minutes apart, but she feeling them. It's not Braxton Hicks. You know what I mean? If you know, you know what I'm saying. If you know what I mean, but but it's birth pain, so you can feel it. So this is just to be very, very touch of it, because you see what's making it so far away is that everything is happening outside of the country, right? The majority of the shit is going on that's outside in other countries that Esau dwells in. Okay, so like Hades and Syria and Ecuador and all the other countries, over there in Jerusalem and fucking Ukraine, Russia, and you got to watch out for China. You still got to watch out for North Korea, South Korea. You got to watch out for China and Taiwan, China and America. So there's still other things to come to play, right? What was that other place? Was it Venezuela? Went into I think it was Guyana, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, man, damn, it's like, I mean, you could almost name a country and it's a fucking war, or it's a fucking civil war. Like I say, we're dealing with Hades. What's that dude they call him barbecue or whatever? I forget his name. But yeah, he over there he's fighting back. He fighting because he know his country's being ruled by Esau, by the devil. And he's trying to fight back for his people. Right? They're calling them a gang, but yeah, Esau went in and stripped everything from him. So who's the real terrorist, right? Who's the terrorist? Where's the real gang at? Right? It's Esau Edom, right? But he's in another man's country, destroying that country, robbing it from its goods, robbing it from its oil, its money, and stripping it of all its materials, minerals, right? Stripping it, but yet stealing it. Just like they over there in Syria, they up in the oil fields. They stole the oil fields in Syria. Just like with Iraq, what did they do? They stole all the gold and they went and took all the oil fields. So this is what this devil does, and he calls him a terrorist, right? But barbecue, he fighting back, And when you go back, the Haitians had the first revolt anyway. They fight, Levi getting there, they get it in. Judah's sleeping still. But Levi over there getting it in. So they like, fuck this. We ain't going down without a fight. I guess the country's already been, is like destroyed. It's desolate. It's like destroyed anyway. So they trying to salvage what they can. And they know the only way to salvage what they can is about dealing with the so-called white man. And, some countries in so-called Africa was put Britain out the country, or told Britain they can't come in certain parts of the country, and put France and different nations that was there out. So, the people waking up around the earth, the heathens is trying to wake up, and they're fighting back. They're fighting back the oppressor, because he's been oppressing the whole world. The whole earth is under oppression, right? So we're in the birth pains, right? This is, we're in the end times. This is the World War III. We're here, right? We're here. This is the birth pains. This is the beginning of it, and it's showing. When all you got to do is turn on your news, on your computers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Check out the real news, the independent news. Don't fuck with that mainstream news, because they just that's propaganda. They're gonna show you what they want to show you, but you got to go down in the depths. You got to go get on some Al Jazeera. You got to get on some War News 24. You got to get on some. You got to get where the news is real heavy at. It's a lot of news stations out there, especially overseas news stations. They'll tell you more about what's going on than they're gonna tell you here in America. Then Babylon, Babylon gonna lie to you, keep you on the fall, right? Until the shit hit the fan, and then you ain't like, oh, I didn't know. Well, you didn't know because you didn't want to know. You wanted to live in the fall. All right, but anyway, back to the scriptures. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, and that's right now, that's where we at. We got wars and commotions all over the earth. Be not terrified, right? Because why? Because the missiles are not dropping yet. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by, so it's not imminent yet. The missiles are not ready to hit you. You still got the MOTB, right? We got to go through the Jacob's Trouble, MOTB, Jacob's Trouble, right? So we still got, a couple prophecies still that we waiting on to come on. And we're in Jacob's Trouble. We just wait for it to hit here, because it's a fucking war zone in Hades and I don't know how many other countries. You go all the other countries I spoke of earlier. There's a fucking war zone going on in all those fucking countries. So it's hell, right? Venezuela was so fucked and had got so fucked so bad that not right now to this day their currency is so bad that they make fucking paper maches, and they selling them in Colombia. They selling them. They making like different animals and different wallets. They making all kind of shit out of their fucking money, out of their currency, because it was worth shit. Like guy was on there showing he had I fucking had stacks and stacks and stacks of Venezuelan money that he said all this shit is worth nothing but like it was like 10 cents or some shit. And motherfucker had stacks of money, and it was worth fucking nothing, man. The currency is just bottomed out, right? So you can be in that situation like that, like Venezuela. Everything is just Babylon has fucked everything up and fucked everybody up. And Venezuela is the richest in oil. Venezuela's oil is bananas. That's why Venezuela was going into Guyana to take them oil off the coast. It's just a lot of shit going on. All right. Verse 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation. Well, I just got through saying it. Talking about different countries. You got China, Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea, China, Taiwan, America. You got America, Syria. You got America, the Israelis, America against Gaza, against Palestine, against Hezbollah, against Hamas. Right? You got all these different nations. Right? Russia versus Ukraine, which are all Russian. Right? Kingdom against kingdom, same kingdom. Everywhere you look, somebody's up in turmoil, right? Now you got the Haitians fighting one another, right? Trying to fight the puppet government that America put in charge over them, so they can keep draining it of its resources, right? His words is fucked up. So then said he unto them, the nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's going on now. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. And we've had a lot of that, right? And famines and pestilence. And you look around the earth, they still talk about that disease X that's coming. So, and famines and pestilence going on, people hungry, right? Inflation is rising, right? Right quick. Like I went to the fucking gas station the other day, and my rib, she wanted to fucking whatchamacallit, right? It's fucking $3 for a fucking candy bar. I was like, wait, hold on, what the fuck? I mean, it's fucking poison anyway. But anyway, but the point that I'm making is that back in the day when I was young, hell, when I was a teenager, I can get a candy bar for $1.35, $25, right? And before I was a teenager, I can get a candy bar for like I could get you could get back in the day a king size candy bar for 75 cents. For 75 cents, you could get a regular size candy bar for 50 cents. Right? You can't get that shit no more. Right? Why? Because this kingdom is falling, man. Right? It's dying. The kingdom is just like Rome. Rome is doing exactly what Rome did back during the time of 100 whatever AD, right? The same thing when Rome fell. When Rome fell is the same. Well, the western side of Rome fell. When Rome fell, they was cutting the denarius. They was cutting it down. They was cutting the gold down. They was mixing it in. They would cut the gold down. They would take it and they would melt the gold in with other metals or with other metals just to try to to make more money, to make it last longer, to go further. But they was just causing inflation, making prices rise more because the new money that they was cutting, it was worth less. It had less gold in it, and then it had all the other shit, other materials. So which it cheapened the money, and it made the prices high as fuck. Well, that's what we have now today. It's inflation, and in a minute we'll be in hyperinflation because they was talking about, I think it's Wendy's supposed to be starting sometime, I think in June. They're supposed to be starting a new trend at peak hours. During the day the prices will rise, right? So if you went to Wendy's and you got a meal for, what is it now? Well, how much a Wendy's meal? Probably about like $10 or something, right, for a combo. Damn, that's crazy. Well, that's nothing. Back in the day when I was younger, yo, used to get a double Whopper meal, right? Back when I was young, you used to get a double Whopper meal for $5.99, $4.99. You get the whole fucking meal, man. Now you get, it costs you fucking $10, $11, $12 for one meal. So that's inflation. Everything is rising up. But hyperinflation is they're gonna start making it from the hours of say 12 to 6. The price is gonna change from 10 to probably $15, $20 for just one value meal, right? Or if it's 10, they're probably gonna jump it to $13 or $14 for one fucking meal, and that's hyperinflation. It's gonna jump up really high during certain times, and you going into hyperinflation, and your kingdom is falling. When the money is cheaping, the kingdom is dying off, right? Like I said, go back to Rome. Same thing they did. They started cutting their money when they started shaving off the gold and mixing it in with other gold, with other metals. Well, the kingdom got ready to fall. All right, back to the scriptures. Yep. Earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Right, and right now we're going through all these different weather anomalies, fires, and some places is flooding, fucking. It's just all kind of shit going on. This earth is gonna be rocking like a junker, man. But it's really going through. It's going through hell. Okay, but before all these, right. So before all this shit happened, right. Before all these, they should lay their hands on you, and that's what they're getting ready to do. They're getting ready to come get the man of the Lord, the elect, the hopeful elect, and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues, to the prisons, and to the prisons, right, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Why? Because we teach the truth. Because we preach Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? So while we're dealing with all this shit, all these things are going to be happening, but they're going to start pulling us off the streets, and we're going to be having all these issues come about. I've seen somewhere where they have some Israelite brothers got pulled up off the streets by the police. So, it's going to be a lot of shit that, like I said, I don't know exactly who they were, but the point is, it's going to be a lot of shit, going on in the midst of all this travesty that Esau is bringing forth, right? Right quick, let me go here. Let me go to Matthew. This is Matthew 24 and about 8. Salaki. Yeah, this is Matthew 24. Yeah. All right. This is Matthew. Sloppy. Yeah. All right. It's Matthew 24 and 8. Sloppy for that. I just wanted to check something. All right, this is Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, all the which that goes back to having to birth pains, to hard time, right? So when you talk about the earthquakes, king should rise against king, nation against nation, war against war, right? Kingdoms against kingdom, nations against nations, famines, pestilence, earthquakes, right? All these are the beginning of sorrows, and I spoke about it earlier, saying there's 15 and 16. Once again, this is heavy, right? Second there's 9th chapter. This is all heavy. So once you start realizing where we at, this is the birth pains. This is the beginning. You know, this is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the labor. You know, it hadn't set in just yet, but the pains is coming. You know, the contractions is getting closer and closer. All right. All right. Let me go here. And and right quick, I just want to show this. This is Hades right now, right? Okay. All right. This is Hades right now. Let me show you. Quick. All right. This is Hades right now. Okay. So I'm not gonna play it, right? But this is basically what America's got coming. Hades is in the birth pains, right? This is the beginning of the birth pains for Hades. Hades is basically going into a civil war. And I'm pretty sure Esau gonna have their ass down there and gonna bring his ass on up in there and fight to try to take back Haiti from the Haitians, right? He's gonna try to take back Levi's land where he's been put in slavery, try to get back up in there. But he's already devastated the land in the first place. But he gonna go back up in there and try to take it back from them. But they fighting for theirs, man. You know, them Jakes over there, they fighting, you know? Yep. Come. Hold on. So, Salakia. Yeah, so we in that time, man. We really in that time of this is Jacob's trouble. You know, and that's a real big sign. And seeing that's a real big sign of Jacob's trouble. I'm gonna get that too in Jeremiah 30. But let me finish this right here. Let me get this. I'm going to just read here. This is Mark 13:8. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places as well as famines. These are the beginning of birth pains. That's right. It's the beginning of birth pains. It's saying the same thing that Matthew 24:8 is saying. Saying the same thing Luke 21 is saying. Right? This is the beginning of the birth pains. This is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of life coming to an end for Esau and it's beginning for Jacob. Right? When Esau's shit ends, our shit begins. Right? So it's a hard transition. Right? This is the Trading Places. If y'all ever seen that movie, Trading Places. We trade in places and it's rocky. It's never easy. It's never fun. Right? It's hard. This is rough. Right? So y'all need to make sure y'all paying attention to this news and staying focused on what's going on in the earth. Because there's a whole lot of shit going on other than this bullshit about Mike Tyson about to go ahead and have a fight with that little Edomite or whatever the fuck he is. Jake Paul, right? That's minuscule, right? That's small, right? They don't want to talk about the Bohemian Grove where what was his name? Kenneth Copeland was supposedly preaching there or whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, everything is smoke and mirrors. Remember that. You know, this is bread and circus, right? Basketball, football, all this it's all bread and circus, right? All this shit is bread and circus. It's all bullshit to keep you sleeping so you don't really know what's really going on in the world. Because outside of this shit, it's nothing but turmoil. Oh, what's that bitch? Tiffany Haddish. She went over to Israel. All she seen was bombs. She's just seen people being devastated. Like, what the fuck is going on over here? They in war. They're at wartime. They're not at peace. All right? They're not at peace. They can never have peace. You know? They can never have peace. Because we're not there. You know? Because they're in our land. They're not supposed to be there. All right. Back to the scriptures. This is, what was that? Sheesh. Hold on, slacking. This is yeah, back to Luke 21 and when oh, I already read that one. Yeah, okay, Slocky. All right, right quick. Let me go here and then I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna close out on this one. This is this is. I wanted to get something else. Hold on, what was it? Slocky. I had something else I wanted to get. I can't remember where the hell I put it. Man, Slocky for that. There's something else I want to get. I do that every time. All right, but anyway, damn, there was something else I forget what it was. Well, but anyway, this is Jeremiah 30, and I can't remember what it was. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Well, let me jump up. It's locking. Let me just jump up right quick. I'm going to jump on Jeremiah 30 and 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. Right, that's in the southern kingdom is Judah, Benjamin and Levi. When we see where I just showed you Levi over there fighting and shit. Right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi. And the northern kingdom is Israel. Okay? For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ain't no peace here. It's nothing but fear, man. The people going around getting put to death in all these countries, man. Right? Ain't no peace in this world. Everybody's in an uproar. Ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with child. America's going to be travailing with the child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? Why? Because they're going to be in fear because because this shit is going to be turned upside down. You know, when you face with death, when you face in that kind of terrible situation, right? When you getting your legs chopped off, your limbs chopped up, and women being raped and murdered in the streets. Hey, that's a very fearful sight. It's a very fearful situation. Men getting raped. Hey, it's gonna be men get raped. Because it happens in the prison. Men get raped in prison. So how much more when the chaos ensues, when this shit hit Wild Wild West? What's gonna stop a man from getting raped? Nothing, right? Not especially not if you're a man of the Lord. Now, if you're a man of the Lord, that's different. But if you're not a man of the Lord, you in for it. It's gonna be all out chaos, right? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness, because they're gonna be fucking fearful, right? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's what we believe, and that's what we waiting on, right? We know that we are the children of the Most High. We know we are the sons of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. And we just waiting to be saved out of the bullshit, man. Right? We gonna sit and we gonna sit and we gonna believe, we gonna have faith, and we gonna wait for the Lord to move us as He moves us. You gotta think about Joel, right? Wonders in heaven, right? The blood, the earth, and you gonna be showing signs of the blood. How many blood moons there been, right? I mean, there's things that's coming that nobody's really ready for. But let me throw a couple quick scriptures out there that y'all can get. What I did, I put up some scriptures. I found where I wanted to go, but I'm just gonna throw them up right quick because I'm about to end. Y'all can, Isaiah 29 chapter is great read. Joel the second chapter, Joel third chapter, Matthew 24 to 27. I already read the Luke. What's the other one I wanted to get? I just found where I wanted to go. And another thing is is when we is when the scriptures talk about we getting put up in a prison house. They're gonna come in, they're gonna come and get us. They're gonna come in after elect. You know, but the Lord say don't worry. Matthew 10 chapter say don't worry about what we should say, because the Lord gonna put it in this for us to speak. So read that Matthew 10 chapter 10 about 18 about 16 on down, I think. Matthew no. Yeah, Mark 13 chapter speaks on it. You know. So yeah, you know, just those scriptures. I was going, you know, I didn't want to. I can go to those scriptures, but I just was a couple scriptures I wanted to bring up. I couldn't think of at the moment, but it popped back up. So you know, just get ready, man. Get ready for whatever's coming. Be ready for it. You know, you gotta live your daily life. You still gotta work your jobs. You gotta make your daily bread. And a part of our daily bread is the scriptures, right? Asking for our getting the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. Doing your videos, it ain't gotta be a big old, you know, a big old huge breakdown video. I just had a small breakdown video, just a couple scriptures, something small, just, you know, just going back into what's going on, because when you go into the world, to the things of the world, it's all hell, it's all chaos. So it's a lot to talk about, you know. You know, you can be redundant, but look, but all the shit on this earth is redundant, but the scriptures is speaking, right? The Lord is speaking, right? Let me see this. I love this scripture right here. I just thought about it. Fuck it. Does this shit every time. Yeah, this shit does this shit every time. It's locking. It's fucking internet, man. Like, well, them hooties down there, if I'm still on, them hooties down there trying to cut the cables and shit, so internet is running like trash. So, hold on. Let me see if I can get it going now. No. All right. Well, I can't. This mouse shit is not. It's not want to work right now. Let's keep fucking breaking down. All right. Well, it's all right. So I can't remember the scripture I wanted to get. I was trying to see if I could type it in and bring it up, but I can't think of what it was. But it's all right. So anyway, but look. Hey, I'm Yaquad Y. So you have sanctified ones. It's locking for the pause there. The fucking internet is just fucking terrible right now. It's always in and it's always out. So hey, look, it is what it is. So you know it's time to cut it. So hey, shalom and a baba ball. Keep pushing, keep teaching. And we almost out of here.